It looks like we have the possibility of using these algorithms almost like partners in design, almost as co-collaborators with us, ultimately to expand our imagination. So traditionally, architects have always feared giving up control, but right now the algorithms have the opportunity to surprise us, to propose things that we haven't seen before, propose things that perhaps we couldn't conceive of before. And this is an interesting time.
Michael Hansmeyer, który jest bohaterem tegorocznej edycji projektu BMW Art Club, nie przypada za używaniem tego terminu sztuczna inteligencja, a to dlatego, że wprowadza na scenę sztuczną inteligencję jako wyobrażenie jakiegoś bytu, czasami złośliwego. Mówimy raczej o inteligentnych algorytmach, dlatego że te narzędzia, którym posługuje się Michael, one zdecydowanie nie mają w planach przejmowania władzy nad światem.
People have very different associations to it. Some people, the issue of the alien, the reptile comes up. Natural or even animalistic associations come up. People say it looks like a crocodile or something. Architectural associations come up. So certain people will tell me it's 100% a Rococo inspiration. Others see it as Gothic. Others will find a Hindu element in it. The sculpture is about 4 meters high and 1.40 meters wide. I think we could have printed the entire sculpture in 2 pieces at the most. The one you see outside is printed in 16 pieces, simply because it's very difficult to handle a piece that weighs 10 or 12 tons. The sculpture is made, is fabricated using sand printing. It's a gigantic printer and it can print roughly 8 cubic meters. So we're talking about 15-ton pieces in a single go. I'm very excited about the fact that we seem to be moving towards the possibility of a mass customization. We seem to be moving back to a more ornamental architecture, to a more place-specific architecture. And that's a radical proposition. That's a radical change.
W jego praktyce najbardziej fascynujące to wizja tworzenia architektury, która polega nie tyle na jej projektowaniu, ile na hodowaniu architektury. A więc mamy architekturę, która rośnie, która zaczyna w swojej strukturze przypominać twory przyrody. I na końcu dostajemy coś, co jest z jednej strony bardzo technologiczne, ale nie jest obce.
But he's like me.
It's your last photo. It's 70, no?
I don't know, but you're like me. You're like a walking catastrophe like me. The forms that you see in the projection are just an exploration of what happens when the computer is not only used to generate a design, but also to evaluate it. However, these were assembled and put into place by Dimitris Shamas, a friend of mine, and he's the one that also added an atmospheric lighting. So there was a degree of human authorship in this after the forms were produced.
The idea was that he would work on the generation of these digital forms, and I would work on finding the way to assemble them in a sort of scenography. And we approached it as a landscape of forms. As if you are in this forest of digital, almost mushroom-like forms.
I think right now there's a lot of pressure on architects to build more sustainably. I think there's the consumption of concrete, depending upon which figures you believe, constitutes somewhere between 7 and 11% of CO2 globally per year. So if we can in some way reduce that, that is of course tremendous benefit.
Tu Michael myśli podobnie jak firma BMW. Jedni i drudzy wierzą, że technologie mogą przynieść nam coś dobrego, że ostatecznie klucz do przyszłości leży w technologiach.
Projekt BMW Art Club ma zadanie pokazanie niejako dialogu pomiędzy sztuką, nowoczesnymi technologiami i marką BMW, której siłą napędową są innowacje. W BMW wierzymy, że jedyną drogą, by przewidzieć przyszłość, jest ją tworzyć.
Technologie zaczynają być teraz napędem przemysłu, biznesu, ale jednocześnie coraz bardziej przypominają sztukę. Dlatego, że są tym najbardziej twórczym obszarem naszej cywilizacji.